Y'all can support me doing this live stream if y'all wanna send donation https://cash.app/$JHL1996.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two wide receivers who always seem to make the spectacular play. It's A.J. Green going up against Josh Gordon. Now let's head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 10 matchup.
And Travis Benjamin is back deep here, awaiting the opening kickoff. The Bengals ready to get this action started. Gilbert's running this one out. And he's met head on right there at the 20. And where this player goes, attention follows. Johnny Football leads the offense onto the field. Johnny Manziel, the starter today at quarterback.
Johnny Manziel, oh my gosh, all the people in Cleveland so happy to have him there. He is a playmaker. He is exciting. It's going to be fun to watch him play for the Cleveland Browns.
Now that we've got a moment, let's look at the Browns offense. Middle of the road when it comes to passing yards on the season. Perhaps this week in practice they figured something out. Tate's got it on the handoff. The tackle's made and the first down is picked up. And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also a solid job by the running back picking up some good yards.
And that's a 2-yard gain. And now here's a look at the Bengals. Defense stacks up. They can make a quarterback's life miserable as they'll all day be rushing and attacking and trying to rack up more numbers when it comes to hurries and sacks. One of the best in the business at getting to the quarterback.
Well, when you're going to run the football, if that's your objective, you cannot get frustrated by short runs. You know that it's going to build itself as the game goes along, so keep trying.
3rd and 5. He's got some daylight. He's brought down.
What a way to start the game on offense. Picking up another first down for them. They are in rhythm, and now no matter what they call, they're going to feel like they're going to make it happen.
Tate's lined up as the single back. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
You got to know if you're going to run the football, you're going to have a lot of short gains. There's going to be a lot of plays that look ugly. That's just the way it is. You got to live with it and know what's coming in the future.
Manziel's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Finds Burleson. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
Well, we got the mojo flowing today, don't we? You start out the game, it's early, you pick up a couple first downs, and you think you can't be stopped.
The Bengals and the Browns and the Buckeyes stay twice a year, and it's always intense.
Oh, it sure is, isn't it? I mean, it started back when Paul Brown was the coach of the Cleveland Browns, and then he leaves and goes and starts the Cincinnati Bengals and becomes their head coach. That rivalry has been cooking for a long time.
The Browns come out in a 2 tight end set. 2nd and 2. feeds him again. Ray Malaluga in on that last tackle. About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. 3rd and 1. Here's the handoff out of the strong eye. Lewis is met at the 23.
Lewis is going to go back after this play and give his offensive line a little pat on the rear end and say good job. 3rd and short. They gave him the opportunity to get in there and pick up that first down.
First down at the 23. Right back to the ground. And he's tackled just 2 yards short of a first down.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
This has been a long drive so far. Has it. Touchdown.
I give all the credit to the wide receiver here. What a route. Fooled the defender. He is wide open. Nice throw by the quarterback for the touchdown.
An extra point is good. The Bengals have themselves in a hole early. Let's see if their offense can respond on its first drive. The score's 7-0. And a flag comes out.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The kicker just couldn't keep it in bounds there.
Automatic
First down. Offense readying for the snap. Offense lines up here. Dalton, handoff. And tackle down at the 49-yard line.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
2nd down and 1. Here's the handoff. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
Bernard's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
First down at the 49. And he hauls it in.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Andy Dalton will be under center. 2nd and 12. They'll run it here. They are all over him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 1.
Well, it doesn't get much worse than this, does it? You're losing a football game. Now you're looking at 3rd and long. And, look, there are no miracles in the NFL. I'll tell you that. So be smart. If the play is not there, don't force it. Dump it off and wait for the next time you get it.
Take it down at the 33.
Well, there's a lot of ways to get it done. Just remember, throw it to the open guy. You never know what's going to happen afterwards. Short pass that time turns into a long game. Good job by the wide receiver.
And there's only 2 yards to be found right there. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Running formation here. Offense in the full house set. Has Eifert. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
I think the best thing to say about that play is just it gained a few yards. So that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
The Bengals from the 22. And now here's the handoff. Dansby's there to take him down.
Well, anytime you're talking about a successful run in the NFL, the running back is going to be a big part of that. Breaking tackles, but this time it was just the vision of the running back. He picked the right hole and picked up some nice yards.
Reaches out and snatches it.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed the pass, but it still did not get a first down.
Hill takes his spot in the backfield. 3rd down and 5. What a catch. Touchdown.
Good job by the offense. They get in there. They tie this game up. Now we'll see if the defense can take advantage of that momentum and keep it on their side.
And the point after is good. Got a tie game here now, and what's been a good one so far. The score's 7-7. Benjamin's going to test the coverage this time.
He stacked up at that point.
They face first down. Manziel lines up in the pistol. Will run it. Here's the handoff. Takes it outright. And that's a gain of maybe 5.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
It's Tate in the backfield. Second down and 5. Ball's picked up. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
You got to love that from your defense. They take a chance. They get the interception. Not only do they do that, they return it a long way for the touchdown.
The Bengals now will tack on the extra point. Inside of the uprights. The Browns are back deep, ready to return. Benjamin will test the coverage. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. They come to the line, and it's first down. Benjamin's in the slot. Manziel's going to take it from the gun. Has Cameron. And at the 25, he'll be brought down.
Anytime you get over 4 yards on first down, it doesn't matter what the play is. Is it a run or a pass? That time, nice throw by the QB. Now they're in great position. Second down and short.
Offense lines up here. The Browns will take the snap from the 25. And this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
The Bengals defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run. Offense lines up here. Manziel standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Room to work. And that's perfect in on the stop. It's first down as they head to the line. The Browns come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Throws the pass. Burleson is tackled down.
Quarterbacks love throwing the football on first down. Usually, it's the easiest defense to throw against. They do a nice job that time. They get some good yards, and it's almost a first down.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. The handoff to Ben Tate. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
Tate's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
Burleson's lined up now as a slot receiver. Just a quick drop back. The defense gets a sack.
Well, that's a sign of a good defense. When you can sack the quarterback, when you're just rushing the defensive lineman, you don't need any tricks, you don't need any blitzes. Man, that's talent.
The Browns from the 37. Tate's taking the handoff. He's tackled right at the 43.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
After that last run, it sets up 3rd and 6. Manziel has everybody split out wide for this snap. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a 4th down.
And a touchback. the Bengals are set for their next possession.
Double tight end formation.
First down at the 20. Gets the handle here. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. Running the ball is never a given, but here in the first half with a lead, you have to think this team would love to establish the run better in order to control and hold the lead the rest of the way, Phil.
Yeah, get some rhythm of the football game on your side. And I'll tell you how you start it. You go over there to the bench, and you look at those offensive linemen and say, you must block better for the run. I think they will as the game goes along. Well, if you're the offensive coordinator here in a 3rd and long situation and you're winning a close game, you'd like to pick this up. But also, you got to make sure you call a play that doesn't put the offense at too much risk. Tough call coming up here for the coordinator.
It's Jones. That's a good tackle, and that's a quick 3 and out.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
Benjamin's got a chance this time. Gains 5. The Browns come onto the field for their next series.
Offense lines up here. First down and 10.
He'll throw it over the middle. Miles Austin hauls it in. 6 for the Browns.
Well, that score ties the game up. Now on the defensive side, you got to come out there and take advantage of this feeling you got going now and get the football back for your offense.
Now ready to kick it off as we have a tie game here. Scores 14-14. Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
First down coming up.
Green's a receiver in the slot. They'll go ground. A tackle behind the line.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Second down coming up.
Eyeing that left side. Has his man. And sheared in on the tackle.
Good job by the play caller that time, calling for the short pass. Even though it comes up short of the first down, it opens up many things that you can do on third. You can run a reverse, draw plays, screen plays, or if you want, you can still throw it down the field.
They bring him down, and the offense fails to pick up a first down on 3 plays.
The Bengals decide to punt it.
Benjamin's going to look for space now.
Good piece of tackling.
The Browns bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive.
Offense lines up here. Takes it from the eye. Left side.
And Vontez Burfict brings him down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
This will be second down.
Burleson's going to get set in the slot for this snap. The handoff to Ben Tate. They tackle him for a loss.
The Bengals guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
Offense lines up here. Third and 10.
Heaving it down the field. Intercepted by Reggie Nelson. In on the stop.
Nice job with the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
Andy Dalton will be under center. First down at the 22.
Play doesn't even have time to develop. The quarterback is under so much pressure, he's throwing it before these receivers are even ready.
Back to the Bengals and the Browns. You remember the time Sam Weish was coaching Cincinnati in a game against Cleveland, and he grabbed the microphone on the sideline to try to calm down the home fans?
What, he said, where do you think you are, in Cleveland? Yeah, that's a good way to really keep things heated up. Sam Weish, tremendous football coach in the NFL, but, man, he was known to stir the pot when he could every once in a while.
You're from Cincinnati. You're not from Cleveland.
Intercepted. That brings the play to an end.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
Takes in the backfield. Single back set. 1st and 10. Handoff. Off the left side. Nelson's there to take him down.
Tate's going to be tired after this run. That is a good long run. The offensive line was terrific, and he does a good job finding a hole and picking up those yards.
1st and 10. Got the completion, and that's perfect in on the stop.
I know it looks easy, but it's not. But a nice throw on the slant route. Slant route means you're slanting towards the inside. Good throw and catch.
Offense lines up here. 2nd down and 5.
Out of the eye. Here's the handoff.
Safeties now in the NFL have to cover like a corner, and they got to tackle like a linebacker. And that time the safety came up, and he tackled like a linebacker and stopped that outside run.
3rd and 6.
Finds Burleson. Burleson's tackled, but earns a new set of downs. It's obvious that the game plan coming in was let's get the football in the hands of our wide receiver early and often.
Shoot, if it was me, I'd say get that football to him every game. That would be my priority because he's one of the best ones in the NFL. And once he catches the football, look out.
Handoff made. Picks up maybe 3.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
Second and goal from the 1. Rock for a loss on that play.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with a pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Offense lines up here.
3rd and goal at the 2. Lewis, he breaks the play. He's in for the touchdown.
Well, the defense knew that they were probably going to see a run here in 3rd and goal. And what do? It doesn't matter. They still get blown off the line of scrimmage by the offensive line. Nice job.
Billy Cundiff ready for the kickoff.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Bengals bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. The Bengals take it from the 23.
Takes it from the strong eye.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
2nd down coming up.
The give. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
The Browns defense is just one of the best in the NFL. What a job that time on the run play. They get penetration, they get in the backfield, and they make the tackle for a loss.
Almost intercepted that time.
Whoa, the quarterback took a big sigh of relief after that throw. That pass was close. It was nearly picked off. And sometimes you just gotta make a better decision at the quarterback position.
Benjamin's got it on the return. Mays is there that time for the tackle. The Browns offense heads on to the field. First down at the 48. Pass
midfield. And here we have second down. Tate's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. To the ground. Gathers is there to make the tackle.
We'll see what they do on this third down situation.
Offense lines up here.
He'll take the snap from the gun.
Reaches out and grabs it. That'll stop the play right there.
It takes really good corners to play a defense where you challenge the wide receivers and just play them man-to-man coverage. I don't think this defense has that kind of quality corners.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up.
Manziel's back in shotgun formation.
And he's taken down.
That was tremendous pass protection that time by the offensive line. Well, the quarterback just held the football too long that time. He looking for somebody to get open down the field. They're not. He holds it too long, and finally the defensive lineman get in there and get the tackle.
And he's going down again.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning.
Third down after the sack. The defense comes out in the dime. Throws to the right.
Throws it toward the sideline. What a catch. Right now, this offense doesn't have much to complain about. Holding on to the lead here in the first half. And the passing game partner has been very sharp.
Well, they're probably going to complain that they could have more points because you can never have enough points, Jim. We all know that. But the offensive line, wide receivers, quarterback, and even the coach on the sideline all having a very good first half. Never take it for granted. When you're trying a field goal, a lot of things could go wrong. But good execution that time by the offense and a good kick. 3 points.
And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Bengals now ready to take over as their offense heads onto the field.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel.
And a gain of 4.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
Goes deep to A.J. Green.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
The Bengals from the 32. Dalton still has it.
Sticks to his hands. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
The Browns signal for the timeout. And that's the first one they've used. Going to be a short yardage situation, so forget the punt. They're going to go for it. The Bengals from the 37. They'll go ground. And Bernard is brought down. Browns been caught off guard there on that fourth down play.
Well, why? Why would you be caught off guard in a situation like this? You always have to be ready on the defensive side. That time they were not.
Offense ready for action coming out of their timeout. They're able to move the chains after that last run. Offense lines up here. Quick drop back. Looks to his left. With 2 hands, he has it.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the first down, though.
It's Bernard in the backfield. Dalton's got it on the play action. Pulls it in. He's brought to a halt. The Bengals use another timeout here, and they have 1 left. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. And Andy Dalton will be under center. The Bengals snap it at the 36. Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
2nd and 10.
And looking underneath, this will go incomplete.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Heading to the line for a 3rd down play, and this was something they specialized in last week, converting in these situations. Andy Dalton gets it out to A.J. Green.
That's a timeout by the defense.
He'll try this one from 51.
Didn't have the distance.
There is nothing more deflating to the offense and a football team than to watch your field goal kicker go out there and not even get it long enough or give it a chance to go through the uprights. Really big downer for the team.
The Browns snap it at the 41.
Miles Austin hauls it in.
Austin's marked down at the 47. The Bengals have to take their final timeout. That's it.
2nd down after that pass play.
Burleson's lined up in the slot. Manziel's got it in the gun. Has his man. Nice tackle. Timeout's called, and we're going to step aside. Be back in just a moment.
1st down here after the completion. Quarters formation here for the defense.
Manziel's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Running room, and now he'll slide.
2nd down now. Wasting little time.
And now he stops the clock with a spike. This will be a field goal attempt from 53 yards out. Good. No good. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley is ready to take things over back in our studios. And you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And they get to him before he can get out of the end zone. They've got a safety.
Benjamin's got it at the 19. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. The Browns ready now to start their next series. Take it here from the 30. It's Tate in the backfield. And here we go, the first snap of the 2nd half.
Slashing to the right side. And it's Ray Maualuga who makes the hit.
Watching the ball fly deep down the field has been something we've grown accustomed to seeing today, Phil. And it's led to a bunch of big plays and touchdowns.
It's so exciting to see the football thrown deep down the field and a guy catches it and runs for a touchdown. It's like going to a baseball game and seeing a home run. You're watching something special, and Jim, we have seen that here in this game today.
The Browns have it at the 34. Should have had it, but the hit knocked it out.
Well, it's so hard to do this nowadays, to jar the football out of the hands of the receiver, but the defender did it that time. He hit him, that football came loose, incomplete pass.
Offense lines up here. 3rd down and 6.
Over to Cameron.
Nice job that time by the defense, knowing the situation. Go ahead and let the quarterback complete the pass. Just make sure you come up and make the tackle before the 1st down. Good job. 4th down coming up.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. First down here. It's a two tight end formation. Dropping back 3. He's got the catch, and that's a gain of 9.
The Bengals did a good job that time keeping the defense off balance. They throw the football. They pick up some solid yards now, and they can choose from run or pass.
Second and short. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Jim, when you're down both of the scores in the second half, you're looking for the little things to get momentum on your side. So just get a first down. Don't look for the big plays. That was a good job by the offense that time.
The Bengals from the 32. Dalton's got the football. After the play fake, it's Jones. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Dalton selling this play big time. The defense, they go for the run fake, and that's why he has time to throw the football and makes the completion. Good job.
This play set up by the long gainer. Trying to work that left side. He's going to be swallowed up behind the line.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Full house formation. Second down and 13. Dalton over to Eifert. Dansby's there to make the tackle.
You can't play zone coverage against this quarterback. He knows it's zone, and he's going to find the open throwing lane, and he gets it done.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. The offense lined up in the full house. Dalton's going to keep it. Has the reception all alone. Gains 18.
Anytime you get in the red zone, you want to punch it in there and get 7 points. They're being dominated today. They're down more than 7. But don't worry about it. Score here and just keep playing.
And Bernard is brought down.
It's getting harder and harder in the NFL to score when you're this close to the goal line. So what will the offense do? They better be creative. That's all I know.
Defense ready in the goal line formation on this one. Second and goal from the 3. Green Ellis is tackled down after a gain of 2. The Bengals are driving toward the end zone, and they need to come away with 7 right now.
Oh, absolutely. They need 7 to get back into this football game and make this game closer. Once you get inside the 10-yard line, of course, the field is...
Runs it across. Touchdown.
Well, that's really having deep belief in your offensive line. In the third and goal, your offensive line just road grades the defense out there to get the touchdown running the football.
The point after is good. The Browns are about to have the football kicked their way. Their lead has been trimmed. The score is 26-21. The Browns are back deep, ready to return. Benjamin. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Browns offense now marches onto the field. They come out in the dime package. Now first and 10. And now they're going to go with the draw play. Ray Maualuga in on that last tackle.
It's always good for the quarterback to really do a good job faking the pass right before the draw play. Get the defensive lineman up the field, get the linebackers dropping back for pass, and there's an open gap that the running back took advantage of.
He'll fire it out to the left. Burleson's got the catch and the first.
That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top and keep that clock moving and just controlling the football game. Good job by the offense managing things so far here today.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. First down at the 32. And he is tackled down at the 38-yard line. Second down after going to the ground game the first play. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
The Browns really got it going now. They got confidence. They got momentum. They got a small lead here in the second half. And that first down, what does it do? It just gives the offensive coordinator confidence. And, of course, this quarterback, he is always ready to go.
Manziel lines up in the pistol. First down at the 45. Finds Burleson.
What can a defensive back do in a situation like this? The answer is nothing. How about the throw right on target by the quarterback and a good route on that out route by the receiver?
Burleson's in the slot. The handoff to Ben Tate, and they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Third down on the way.
An open lane. Another third down conversion. The offense continues to come through in the clutch. The offense picks up another first down and extends this drive.
They are, Jim. They're marching down the field, and I give all the credit to the offensive line. They are dominating the defense right now.
Lewis is going to take the handoff now.
Reggie Nelson makes the tackle.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. Offense lines up here.
They call his name again.
Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Tate's able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up a first down.
Manziel's setting up now in the pistol.
First down and 10.
Back to the ground, and he'll go to the left. And picks up maybe 3 or 4.
Second down. Mounting a serious drive.
He'll get it again.
The tackle is made. This will be the 11th play of the drive. The long drive continues.
The Browns have it at the 29. The defense gets the sack.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Lanning is back now. He'll be punting. The Bengals are getting set for their next possession. Offense lines up.
Thank everybody for coming. Don't forget to like and share. If you are new, feel free to subscribe.
Play fake. Overtime effort. Tackles made.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game. When you get that first down, it gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting a score.
Pulls it in. A.J. Green is tackled down.
The quarterbacks and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those first downs.
After the long game, let's see what they do here.
Whitner's going to make the tackle. Now they're playing from behind. And they have an offense that's been shut down, at least when it comes to the ground game.
Well, it's hard to win football games in the NFL when you're one-dimensional, but right now I think you've got to throw the football. The defensive line, maybe they're tired, they can't get to the quarterback, and maybe that could give you a chance to win.
And for a moment, a
but then lost it on the hit.
This man was put on this defense for this reason alone. Make the big hits. Give your team some momentum, and also put a little fear in their offensive players when they get the football.
Dalton sends it to Green. He's tackled at the 28. Bill, this quarterback matchup has been a great one today, as both have put on quite a show.
Yeah, it's been a great matchup between the quarterbacks. And look, I think the league is loaded with really good quarterbacks. I'm tired of hearing people say, oh, the league doesn't have enough guys. Yeah, they do. There are a lot of good ones. Give them time, and they'll show it to you.
Brought down by Dansby. Second down following the run. Split backfield here. Dalton from the shotgun. He makes the catch, and he's brought to the ground.
That's a good job that time by the quarterback, getting that pass completion. Now it makes third down very manageable for him.
Split backfield here.
Another third quarter. With 21-26.
Now looking at third down. They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
Comes up short.
Well, next week they might be trying kickers out when they go home because they did not expect to miss that field goal. It comes up way short.
Burleson's lined up now as a slot receiver. The Browns will take the snap from the 40. Makes the reception. And that's perfect in on the stop. Looking ahead, the Bengals will be on the road in New Orleans next week, while the Browns will be playing at home next week. That little throw was good for only 3, so it's now second down and 7. Defense with plenty of bodies in the box here on this play, and he's tackled some 3 yards away from a first down.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt. When you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Takes lined up in a single back formation. Third and 2. And it's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
I think as time has gone on, more and more coaches and teams, we see them going for it on fourth and short. But this decision, you're winning the game, fourth and short, you're near midfield. I don't think you go for it. Don't let the pressure of the fans or your players get into your mind. Punt the football away. That's the right decision.
The Bengals ready to take over the football. Offense lines up here. First and 10. Dalton. Handoff. Shakes off the hit. Tackled down at the 47.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Going to be a tackle for a loss. The Browns lead, and all you have to do is look at the turnover ratio, and that tells the story.
It sure does. And listen, everybody calls them turnovers. Let's look at this game here. I call it takeaways. They are taking the football away from the offense. What a job by the defense.
That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
The Bengals just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down by a few points in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
The Bengals line up, split backfield. First down at the 42. Complete for the first. The Bengals still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Dalton's trying to keep his team in it any way he can.
Well, a couple things, Jim. You can't blame the quarterback because they're trailing. He has been outstanding here today. The offensive line, the play calling, all good.
And he's tackled at the 30-yard line.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and they saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Keeps it here. Picks off that pass. Running room on his way. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Gonna take it home for the touchdown.
When a defense intercepts a pass like that and scores a touchdown, boy, does that give them hope. Gives them a lot of confidence. They really get the momentum on their side, and it's going to be hard for the offense to come out here and do anything after that play.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick. He's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Bengals get ready to start their drive. The Bengals have it at the 29. Out to the left. Dalton delivers it to Bernard. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing one.
Got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Offense lines up here. The Bengals take it from the 28. Dalton looking wrong. Hayden nearly comes away with the pick on that pass.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
Third down now. Jones got the catch and the first.
When you can't hit the quarterback and put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done there. That time, quarterback had time. He throws it down the field for another completion.
First down at the 40. And he's intercepted. Space to work. Got what he wanted. Touchdown.
You gotta love the defense. Is not afraid to take chances. And this defense will get after it. That time they get the interception and return it all.
Yeah, you're back in the game now.
The Browns lined up now for the point after. The Bengals are getting ready for the return. And can they return to a competitive state in this one as the game is starting to get out of hand? The score's 40-21. Runs it out to about 27 before he's taken down. First down on the way. Two tight ends on the field here. Three-step drop. He's looking to... That's an interception. They bring him to the turf.
3 interceptions in a row.
Dansby is one fast linebacker in this league, no doubt about it. And how about that skill he showed that time, picking off that pass and getting the interception? That is one good job.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Offense lines up here. Delay of game there after the quarterback did not get the snap in time.
Quarterback has a lot of jobs on the field. One of them is always watching the play clock. Make sure he avoids delayed games. 5 yards in the NFL, man, that's 5 yards you don't want to give up.
Still second down.
After running it, it's second down. Lewis going to secure the handoff. Ball is out. Porter's the one who brings him to the ground.
Nice job that time by the offense. Even though they fumbled, at least they were quick enough and smart enough to get on it right away.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. This offense can't be stopped on third down no matter the distance. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Offense lines up here. Lewis has got it on the handoff. Left. The defense stops the clock. That's second down coming up. Burleson's a receiver in the slot. Manziel's going to take it from the gun. Has his target for a gain of about 5.
You must be very creative in the red zone when it comes to the passing game. Formations, movement, do whatever it takes to give your players an advantage. That time they did a nice play call. They throw the pass and complete it for a good solid pickup.
3rd and 4. Finds Burleson. And he's going to be tackled, but that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Good job by the defense. Staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass. They make the tackle. And now we have 4th down coming up.
Put 3 on the board.
Way to come out there on the field. As a defense, the offense has great field position. You've got to give them something different. The defense did. They stopped them, and they gave up the field goal.
Runs it out to about 27 before he's taken down. The Bengals now will start this drive at the 27. Dalton will be under center. The Bengals from the 27. And he's going to be tackled right around the 35 yards.
Another big day for the running back. He came into today's game in the top 10 in the NFL rushing yards, and he just added those yards. Nice run.
The Bengals will take the snap from the 35. And he's brought down right at the 43.
Well, the head coach loves to run the football, and that's why this running back is one of the top 10 in the NFL in rushing attempts. They keep giving it to him. He shows his toughness by picking up some yards.
Brought down at the 29. Green's undoubtedly been the top target for his quarterback today, Phil.
Yeah, he has. And quarterbacks, that's what happens. When a wide receiver gets hot, hey, they'll start looking for him, and that's what's happened in this game so far here.
From the gun, Dalton. Throw to the left. Catch made. Shakes off the tackle.
Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players. Your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back, they need to make a big play here.
First down here after the completion. It's a dime look for the defense on this play.
Here's the handoff. Bernard looking for a lane. The offense will call the timeout.
Now they'll try over again on second down. Touchdown. That'll close the gap in this one.
Good job by the offensive coordinator calling those plays, leads to a touchdown.
Before there's another snap, the officials want to go back and take a look at that last one. So here they're going to take a look at whether the ball was trapped before the catch.
Well, there's a couple things to look at when you look at these type of plays. One, does he have possession of the football? If you have possession of the football, it is allowed to touch the ground. Now, when it touches the ground, did he lose control of it? Of course, if he did, that would make it incomplete. So have possession of the football, maintain it as you hit the ground, or as the ball hits the ground, it still will be a catch. If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble.
And so they convert it here on the two-point try.
Ready to swing his leg as aggressively as possible and send the football down to the end zone.
He'll take it from the 1. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19.
The Browns come out for the next possession. An extra tight end on the field for this one.
The handoff to Ben Tate. Maybe 5.
Seeing these stats, Bill, you really look at them and have to go, wow, because both teams are just playing so well on the offensive side of the ball.
I know that's what the fans are doing. They love these type of games. High scoring, a lot of action. They're having a good time. I know this. The defense, it's the other way around. They are having an awful time.
Ball is out, and the defense has it. He's brought down. The defense comes up with the big play, the hit, and the recovery of the football.
They sure did. They got so much speed on the defensive side, and that speed, when you think about it, gets more people around the football. It helps you deliver the hit even harder, and that's why they got the turnover. Great job.
It's Bernard in the backfield. Second down and 10. Keeps it here. And incomplete. What a hit that time.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit and knocks that football loose.
The Bengals from the 27. Looking across the middle, a near interception by Whitman.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
The Bengals from the 27. This is going to set up a change of possession.
Situations like this sometimes can cost you the game. You're down in the second half. Why did you go for it on fourth down in this situation? You don't get it, that decision might cost you this football game.
They bring in the extra tight end. Now first and 10. Tate's taking the handoff. Ball's in on the tackle.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8. We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. We're back. Only 2 minutes remain in this one. It's now second down. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. Flowers is there to make the stop.
Flowers just got an outside rush. You see it right here. What a job showing that strength. Stays in position, and the run's coming outside, and he stops it for no gain.
After that run, 3rd and 8 for the offense. The defense comes out in the dime. They'll run it here. Ball's out. He's stacked up at that point.
Well, the one thing we know about the NFL, when you have the football in your hands, they are going to attack it. You've got to know that as a ball carrier, protect it a lot better.
Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. Gilbert's in on the tackle.
The red zone, and what they have to do here is score as fast as you can so you can give yourself a few more opportunities.
Following that timeout, offense back out on the field. First down, let's see what they come up with here. It's Bernard in the backfield. And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. Jones tackled down after a gain of 10. They're in the red zone, and we're in the late going, and they need to score as quickly as possible.
Well, this is where your offensive coordinator's got to call a play that gives you a chance to score quickly. Find something that goes up the seams or vertical down the field so the quarterback has a chance to get the score in one play. First down by the offense in the red zone, and, you know, you're on the defensive side. You don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
And he's thrown to the ground.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down. Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Andy Dalton will be under center. 3rd down and 11. Has
pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
It's Bernard in the backfield. Dalton will take it from the gun.
Secures it with 2 hands.
He'll pick up 7 this time.
That was just a dumb call. When you throw it behind the line of scrimmage like that, you deserve to lose some yards. That's what happened on that play.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
The end of the first game.
After being stopped at the line of scrimmage, it's now 2nd down and 10.
Bill, I can think back to your days with the Giants. When you'd lose to a rival like the Cowboys or the Redskins or the Eagles, it had to really hurt for a long time.
It's a lot of years ago, and you know what I can really honestly say? I still don't like it because you just don't get over those rivalries. That's what makes it special. That's why we like doing them, because you can see that the games are special when you watch them on the field.
What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nance saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be 2 quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Breeze's Saints going up against Dalton's Bengals. Now we'll go down to Jim Nance and Phil Simms for this Week 11 matchup.
The Bengals are back deep, waiting for the kick.
The team that sits atop the NFC South has the football on the tee, getting set now to kick it away and get this game started.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20.
Dalton's the man in charge of the offense here today, and he definitely is a man in charge when it comes to throwing the football to the right team. He has the fewest interceptions thrown in the National Football League this season. And with that, let's take a look at the Bengals' offense. Their running game, not what everybody thought it would be. Right in the middle of the pack when it comes to league average. And now, here's the Saints defense. Last week, this group came up with 3 forced turnovers. It's Bernard in the backfield. Keeps it here. Bites off the hit. Smith's got it. And a first.
Dalton's job is to sell that play fake, and boy, did he do it that time. It fooled the defense, and they get to completion.
Going back up top. He has the grab. Gains 11.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do.
They marched right onto the field with this opening drive, and they're moving the chains with regularity.
They sure are, and I think it's time for the defense to quit sitting in there in that bland defense they're running, take a chance and try to stop this drive.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
When the offense crosses the 50-yard line on defense, you have to be careful now because it gives the offense a little confidence. And what they're going to do here, they're looking for the big play down the field for that quick score. So on defense, you better play safe. When it's second and short, to me, it's a great time to get a little safe short throw, which should be wide open, or take a chance and go down the field to look to score some points. Terrible call. No yards picked up that time on the run.
Still got it after the play action. A.J. Green there with short hands to pull in the rocket pass.
Wow, when you keep picking up first downs like this, it gives you confidence. But maybe most importantly, it gets the defense sitting over there going, what's coming next?
Andy Dalton in the shotgun formation.
Finds his mark. That's a gain of 7.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up. And when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
Dalton from the shotgun. Jones has got it. First down.
It didn't take long, but they're already in scoring territory inside the red zone.
Yeah, they're making it look easy, aren't they, so far? But you got to be alert on the defensive side right now, because this offense loves to go for the touchdown once they get into the red zone.
And it's knocked down. Incomplete.
Good job by the linebacker that time. Solid receiver coming in his area, read the quarterback, and in wonderful position to knock the pass down.
That is play number 10 on this drive. What a drive this has been. Second and goal from the 7. Throws the pass. On the money. Good piece of tackling.
They keep fighting for every inch, every yard as they move closer and closer to the end zone.
Now this offense, they fit perfectly with the head coach. He's a tough guy. He's a grinder. And this offense, what a job here right now. They are grinding this football, like you said, right down the field.
Lewis there to take it down.
I think the big decision is now, Jim, do you kick the football, take the 3 points, or do you go for it on fourth down? To me, you kick the football and get 3 points on the board. Well, Jim, that field goal puts them in the lead. It was a nice drive by the offense, and what it does, it just gives you confidence. You did some positive things on the field, and it should carry over for you for the rest of the game.
Thomas got it. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 20.
Thank everybody for coming. Don't forget to like and share. Y'all new, feel free to subscribe.
For the New Orleans Saints, quarterback Drew Brees.
Things have worked out great for Drew Brees down here in New Orleans. You know, it's a good thing the San Diego Chargers didn't want him anymore, because he got hooked up with Sean Payton, and his career has just gone upwards ever since then.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Thomas is lined up directly behind the quarterback here. Throwing now to his left. Brees connects with Colston. Here's a look at the Saints offense. A coach's dream a week ago, as this team never turned over the football once. The pass play picks up only 2. So now it's second down and 8 following the completion. Drew Brees has it under center. Eyeing that left side. The Saints move the chains.
Play this cover 3 defense. Just kind of sit back there and try not to give up the big play. That is great. The problem is you give up all these short plays. How about that throw by the quarterback on that slant pattern that time?
The Saints continue to find themselves in games that come down to the wire. A week ago, they secured a victory, but they trail on this one right now.
In the NFL, your whole season really evolves around how you play in the close games. If you don't perform well in the close games, then you're not going to go to the playoffs.
Between plays, let's take a look at Alvin Ingalls, the defense. They're tops in the NFL when it comes to getting to the quarterback. So this offensive line has its work cut out for it. Out to Stills. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
When you play man-to-man against this receiver, you're going to have a tough time. Quarterback's a good thrower. Really hard for a defensive back to stay with him.
First down following the long play. Breeze from the shotgun. Meacham's there. Picks a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
That's a nice job by the offense there. Get the first down, keep those chains moving, give yourself 3 more opportunities.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. In on the stop.
This team likes to throw the football in the end zone once they get inside the red zone. This is a nice changeup. They pull them. Well, they thought they were going to pull them with the run, but it only gets a short gain.
Drew Brees has it under center.
Second down and 7.
Brings it in. Thomas is tackled down after a gain of 7.
Nice throw that time by the quarterback in the red zone. Gets the completion. And there's some tight spots. Not a lot of room, so you got to really drive the football in there.
They come out in a dime package. First and goal from the 9. He's got the catch.
Well, he had all day long to throw the football that time. That's why he had success throwing the football down the field. I'll tell you what, this defense, they need to start blitzing this quarterback.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. Thomas got it now. Counter run play. Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, we still got a close game here, but you got to try to keep it that way. It's 3rd and long. You're losing the football game. Don't take a chance on the offensive side. Wait for your next opportunity.
3rd and 11. And he's forced to the ground.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the 3rd down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
The kick is good.
Well, that field goal will keep the momentum going for the football team, especially on the offensive side. You drive it down the field, you want something out of that drive. Well, this time it's not a touchdown, but the field goal plays well.
Saints ready here for the kickoff. About 27 before he's taken down. First down here. It's Bernard in the backfield. Dalton over to Eifert. Gets about 9 on the play.
Good job by the quarterback completing that pass against the zone defense. Look for the open space when you throw against zones. That's what he did, and he got the nice completion.
The Bengals snap at the 36.
Hawthorne's there to take him down.
Bernard's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
They're loaded up in a full house formation. First down and 10. Could have been intercepted.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it and just did. Yes, I got a break. How can you capitalize on that break?
Second and 10. Play action. A.J. Green with the catch.
Dalton is able to show off the footwork. Wow, what a good job. Look at those feet. Like a dancer. Gets himself in very good position to throw the football.
Split backfield here. First down at the 44. Looking out wide. And they bring it down at the 44-yard line.
Jim, this defensive game is so athletic. Well, it measures up to you because you're an athletic guy. He holds his position. Stops the runner for no gain. Great job.
The Bengals have it at the 44.
Breaks away. It's Bailey with the pick. That brings the play to an end.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Drew Brees has it under center. The ball is jarred loose. And it's a takeaway. Thomas there that time with a tackle.
You got to protect the football on the offensive side. When you don't protect it, the way these defensive players
Got it right back.
You're going to get in trouble. And that time it results in a fumble.
Then Jarvis Green Ellis will run with it.
Good job that time by the offense. Powell run gets him a few yards.
2nd and 4 following the run. Keeps it on the play fake. He'll throw it over the middle. Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. It's 3rd down coming up. Looking across the middle. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game that can be picked off. Most of the time they drop, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
No good. An empty trip for the offense.
Oh, when that football went up, it looked like it was going to be good, but he just misses it.
The Saints come to the line with a bunch set. The Saints snap at the 41. Running room. Picks up about 5.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
2nd down and 5. Pierre Thomas takes the handoff. Slashes to the left side. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
Thomas is a very smart runner. In those situations in the game, he saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Thomas is taken down.
The end of the 3rd quarter, 3-3.
Up in the backfield. And the 2nd quarter is underway with this. The defense gets a sack.
Well, the right side, Jim, the right tackle and the right guard. They look confused. They don't know what to do, so they just get run over, and the quarterback falls down.
Converting these situations a week ago. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Brees in shotgun formation. Looking to go deep. It's intercepted. That'll stop the play right there.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
First down, offense ready for the snap. Split backfield here. From the gun, Dalton. Dalton delivers it to Bernard. Tackle made by Bird that time.
Well, they complete the pass, Jim, but doesn't get the first down. Sooner or later, you got to throw one down the field.
The Bengals come out with a split backfield. Dalton standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Dalton delivers it to Bernard. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
Green Ellis is in the backfield. 1st and 10. Looks to his left. Jones has got the catch and the first.
Another first down by the offense. The defense is definitely getting fatigued. And when you get fatigued, you cannot think, so look out.
Getting a look at the Wildcat here. 1st and 10. Up the middle. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
It's really simple when you run a formation like this, Jim. The quarterback or the Wildcat quarterback, whatever you want to call him, he's reading the in man on the line of scrimmage on the defense. If that guy comes at the quarterback to give it to the running back, that's why he handed it off, and a nice decision.
Second down after the incompletion. Andy Dalton will be under center. Play fake. Trying to work that left side. Burns there to make the tackle.
Dalton selling his plays big time. The defense, they go for the run fake, and that's why he has time to throw the football and makes the completion. Good job.
Green Ellis takes his spot in the backfield. The Bengals snap it at the 26. And off the mark on that short throw. This will be the 8th play of this drive. Split backfield here. Dalton's back in shotgun formation. It's Bailey with the pick. He's brought to a halt.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
Grams, the receiver, sent out wide to the left. Now 1st and 10. He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. The Saints have it at the 29. Weathers is there to make the tackle. 3rd down here. Offense trying to pick up the 1st. Ingram lines up in the backfield. Breeze is going to take it from the shotgun. He's taken down.
We got to give that defensive player a lot of credit, man. They are pushing, they're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on 3rd down, and they get back to the quarterback and take it down.
We'll see what he can do here. White's going to make the tackle. They come to the line, and it's 1st down. He'll fire it out to the left. And they'll end up losing 5 yards on the run.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the 1st down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Offense lines up here. 2nd down and a long way to go. Andy Dalton down the field. And Bird came very close to a pick.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they play in defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
Just a quick drop back. Looking to the right side and throwing. And they tackle him down at the 37-yard line. The Bengals have tried to lean on the passing attack so far. Green's been a menace out there in the secondary with huge first-half totals.
He does have a lot of talent. That's why they try to get the football to him. But the play design by the offensive coordinator, outstanding. That's why we're seeing such a big game from the wide receiver.
And as we take a closer look now at a receiver who has been very dangerous here in the first half. What's to like about this performance so far, Phil?
Oh, shoot, what is there to like? Everything. They cannot stop him. He has so much talent. He can do everything. If I was a quarterback, I'd keep throwing the football his way. The Bengals offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
1st down and 10. Toss play to Bernard.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense on time on 1st down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Jones going to get set in the slot for this snap. He'll keep it on the play fake. Reaches out and snatches it. Nice tackle.
You can do all you want on the defensive side. You give a lot of looks. but it's just too easy for the quarterbacks and receivers to throw and catch.
3rd and 9 following the completion. It's Bernard in the backfield. Out to the left. Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. Well, the quarterback's hurried on the play, and he throws it incompletion.
And keep the defenders off the quarterback a little longer.
It's 1st down as they head to the line. Double tight end formation. Quick drop back.
Breeze and Colston, a famous combination for years.
2nd down here.
Cooks is lined up in the slot. Thomas is handed the football.
And Montez perfect. Brings him down. This Saints still tied up right now, but when you take a look at the running game, it has not been a big part of it for him. Thomas has been shut down from the get-go.
The run game has been rough, and that's an understatement. I just say this to the offense. Start throwing the football. Loosen this defense up, and once you loosen them up, then you can run the football. The Saints offensive line, they had a mental mistake here. Why? Because they let somebody go one block. It leads to a tackle for a loss of yards on the carry.
Thomas Morstead will punt this one away. He wants to return this one. The tackle is made. The Bengals break huddle and start their drive, this time from the 29. The Bengals out at the 29. Catch made. Breaks free. They knock him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense some credit. On 1st down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Offense lines up here. 2nd and 13. The defense gets the sack.
That time the quarterback didn't hold the football. The left side of the line they just collapsed. He doesn't even feel it or see it, and he goes down for the sack.
Andy Dalton will be under center.
And that's going to be a 3 and out.
See, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up 1st downs in these type of situations.
Cooks has got a chance this time.
And he is tackled at the 44. The Saints are set now for their next possession. Quarters formation here for the defense. 1st and 10. Handoff out of the I formation.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Breeze from the shotgun.
Makes the reception. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the 1st down.
I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just that it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
1st down at the 42. Mark Ingram carries the football. Brought down after a gain of 6.
Nice run that time. When we run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
2nd down and 5. The run it with Mark Ingram. And it's Reggie Nelson in on that last play.
Ingram's able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up the 1st down.
Last play before the 2-minute warning. The Saints now at the 31. They'll go ground. He's tackled at the 30. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. Coming up, second down. Breeze lines up in the pistol. Meacham's got the catch at the first. It's still early, but we've seen this wide receiver come out and make plays already.
Yeah, I know it's early, but you can tell he is fired up. He has come out here with tons of energy, and every play is full speed. Kind of reminds me of Jerry Rice back in his heyday.
Breeze in shotgun formation. Marcus Colston hauls it in.
St. Ted, nice play design that time. They pull the defense, and they get the pass completion for a nice pickup.
Corners formation here for the defense. Breeze is going to take it from the shotgun. Can't find the target on the pass underneath. Third down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. They'll go shotgun here. Throws the pass. In his hands. Complete. Touchdown.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick. Tackles made right around the 26-yard line. The Bengals come onto the field now for this next series. Andy Dalton will be under center. First down at the 26. Jones got it at first.
Well, you can't play man-to-man, Jim, every single play. Every once in a while, you got to throw in the zone. That's what they did this past play. Hey, it was a good idea. It just didn't work.
The Bengals take it from the 38. Throw to the left. The catch is made. In the end, it picks up only a yard.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed the pass, but it still did not get a first down.
The Bengals have it at the 39. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. Nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he did.
The Bengals call a timeout. Their first. On the way, third down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Incomplete. Bailey was in the vicinity.
Well, in a situation like this in the first half, fourth down is near midfield. If it was really short, you think about maybe going for it, but fourth and long, no decision. You got to punt the football away and rely on your defense.
A.J. Green. The Saints have gone to the air here in the first half, and one wideout has stood out. Green's been getting open, and he's not missing out on these opportunities to make big plays.
He's just one of those wide receivers. If you keep giving him chances, he will get it done, and they have found ways and designed plays to get him a lot of catches here in the first half.
That timeout by the offense. Second down coming up. This will probably be the last play of the first half. Airing it out. Pass is intercepted. Tackles made. That does it here for the first half. Bengals trail in this one. The Saints getting set to return the kickoff.
10-3 in the second half.
Thomas going to test the coverage this time. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense now coming out. Drew Brees has it under center. Thomas going to take the handoff now.
Yeah, the draw play, it's been around forever, and it is still a valuable asset to all offenses. Make the defense think pass, you hand it off, you get them retreating, and you can pick up a few extra yards.
The Saints will take the snap from the 25. They're setting up screen. Newman's all over that offense and brings him down.
Well, we see it more and more. Football thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. He's going to be dropped for the sack, and they're going to be punting after a short series.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
He's got a chance for a return. Has 12 on this play. The Bengals bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. The Bengals snap it at the 41. Looks but can't connect on the short throw.
Nice job that time by the defense. Pressure on the quarterback. He does not have time to find an open guy, and it results in an incompletion.
The Bengals snap it at the 41. He's got the grab. He's got the first.
The Bengals look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Down a couple points here in the second half. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Dalton over to Eifert.
That was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
Running formation here. Offense in the full house set. Toss to the outside. And that's a 2-yard gain.
Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running.
Reed Ellis is in the backfield. 3rd down and 2. Handoff made. The tackle is made, and the first down is picked up.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game. And you get that first down, it just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting a score.
And Bird came very close to the pick.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
Split backfield here. Snapping out of the gun. Throwing out to his left. Oh, White just about picked that one off.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
Dalton's got it in the gun. He'll throw it over the middle. Incomplete as he was looking short.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
Puts it through the uprights. Needed plenty of leg on that one.
Well, when you get points, it's never a bad thing. That is for sure. Good job by the field goal kicker that time. Nice job by the offense moving the football down the field.
Takes off from the 5. And the tackle is made right around the 25-yard line. They face first down. From the gun, Drew Brees ready for the snap. Will stand back beyond the center in the gun. Here's Colston, and that's a gain of 10.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time to pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Graham split out wide on the left. Here, Thomas takes the handoff. And that's a big tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Thomas is lined up as the single back. The Saints have it at the 34. Thomas is going to secure the handoff. He struggled to run the football last week, and that continues today.
We all need help, don't we? We need help. And this running back, that's what he needs. They need to run some different plays, give him a chance to get some success.
Breeze has everybody split out wide for the slot from the gun.
And he's thrown to the ground.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the third down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
Fields it cleanly and starts his return. And Bernard is brought down. First down coming up. Benton will be under center. Makes the reception. Ends up picking up 3 yards.
This will be second down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. And that'll be a gain of about 2.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and
Thank everybody for coming. Don't forget to like and share. You are new, feel free to subscribe.
Let's see what they do on this third down situation. Full house formation.
Dalton still has it. Looking across the middle. And incomplete. The defense does his job, forcing fourth down in a hurry.
Good job by the quarterback reading the wide receiver. He is all over him, and it makes it easy for him to swat down the throw by the QB.
They call on the punting unit, and that means Hubert. Cooks has got it now.
And the tackle is made right around the 39-yard line.
The Saints now bring their offense back onto the field for the next drive.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Thomas has it out of the eye. Brought down at the 44.
When you're an offensive lineman, you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards. You are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
Drew Brees has it under center.
Second down and 5.
Gets it out for the completion. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
A lot of people talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's overblown, but in a situation like this, where you're winning a close game in the second half, you want to control the tempo, control the clock, keep getting those first downs.
On the money. They knock him down, and he's still 2 yards short of the first.
You need balance in the NFL. That's what it's all about. Why do you want balance? To keep the defense guessing what's coming next. That play call, first down, throw. Nice throw and catch, just short of the first down.
Tight ends in motion here. Second and 3.
Play action, Brees. And Hall nearly had the beat on that one.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that my career where it should have been intercepted, and the guy dropped it, and you just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on this break?
Graham set now, split out wide to the left.
Third down and 3.
And now he'll slide.
First down here.
Thomas lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. And Pecco in on the tackle.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
Defense filling up the box here with a 4-6 formation. Out of the shotgun formation. Got the completion. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Good job by the receiver that time. Getting that extra couple of yards, gets a first down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
Defense comes out in a 4-6 formation. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff.
Jim, the offensive coordinator, has done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
That'll be 2nd and 4 after the running play. Big set here for the defense, lining up in the 4-6. Breeze from the shotgun. Makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown.
Tight ends are a position where you got to be able to do it all. You got to be able to block, run routes, and you got to be able to get in position so you have a chance to catch the touchdown pass. Good job with a tight end. Touchdown.
The Saints with the PAT to come. Extra point is good. The Bengals are ready to return the kick. Offense ready now to see what it can do. First down at the 20. Throws the pass. Dalton over to Eifert.
Well, you're down a couple of scores in the second half. You're just looking for some positives and trying to get some momentum on your side. So that first down by the offense, maybe that'll give them some confidence, and we'll see where they go with the game.
And that's a gain of maybe 5.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt. When you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
That's an excellent job. Just get enough yardage to get the first down, move those chains, and keep this offense going.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. The offense lined up in the full house. They'll throw it over the middle. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
When you have an offense like this that just keeps getting first downs, not only are they moving in scoring position, but they're giving their defense a lot of rest.
It's a dime look for the defense on this play. 1st and 10. Catch made. The Bengals get a first down. The Bengals have a wideout who is in the midst of a hot streak. Freeze played a role here for this team as a #1 option, and he deserves it, Phil.
I think there's a big reason why we're seeing him play so well. Jim, I had a chance to talk to him, and he says physically he feels great. It shows he is playing great.
Rocked for a loss on that tackle. Handing the ball off hasn't been something that's worked for either one of these teams today, Phil.
Well, watch it to show on the offensive side when you want to run the football, you've got to show some determination. And the guys on the offensive side just get tougher and make it work.
2nd down after going to the ground game the first play. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Makes the catch, and he's brought to the ground. The Saints all season long have won the turnover battle, and today it's more of the same.
When you look at turnovers, it really, to me, comes down to one thing. That means you have a lot of speed on the defensive side. You can hit them before they are ready, and that's what they're doing here today.
3rd and 9. Man's his man. Harrelson's the one who is down, and will step aside for just a moment. This next play will be run from inside the 20, and a week ago, they were sensational inside the red zone. Now 1st and 10. They run the counter play.
Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
2nd down now. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time.
Now as we look at the numbers, Phil, this offense just hasn't had any room to run the football today. That's a big reason why they're down in this game.
Yeah, listen, I think they've been too patient today, trying to run the football too much. Just get over it, go ahead, try to win the football game by throwing it down the field.
Marching down the field and taking their time. It's Jones. Jones taken down. Looking ahead, the Saints will be playing at home next week, while the Bengals will be on the road in Houston. Offense heading to the line for the 11th play of the drive. This has been a long drive so far. Play action fake, looking to throw. Dalton's off the mark there, incomplete.
You got to try to avoid this as a quarterback. Don't go off that back foot unless you have to. When you do, there's just no way you're going to be as good if you have good balance. That time the throws off the run.
This long drive continues. Swatted right at the line.
When you get 3rd and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Play after play after play here on this drive. Out of the eye, it's Bernard. Lofton's the one who...
Thank you for everybody making coffee.
Oh, thank you for coming.
I think you go for it. You call the right play. Give your team a chance to put a touchdown on the board.
Drives it through for the field goal.
That was a nice long drive by the offense that time, and it stalls out. But good job by the kicker coming in and putting 3 points on the board.
Fields the football at the 3. And the tackle is made right around the 25-yard line. The Saints break huddle and start their drive this time from the 25.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel.
Here's Colston. Newman's in on the tackle.
That leads us to 2nd down. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Looking across the middle.
And he's tackled just 2 yards short of a 1st down.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
The defense comes out in the dime.
The Saints take it from the 33.
That'll pick up the 1st, and finally the offense comes through with a clutch on 3rd down.
Thomas is able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. 3rd short, he just gets it done for sheer willpower.
The Saints will take the snap from the 45. Nelson's there to make the stop. Now as we look at the numbers, here's a team winning, even though they've not been running the football with great dominance today.
No, they haven't played well, and of course, when you're winning the game and it gets in the 2nd half, you'd like to run the football, to work the clock down. If I was them, I would keep trying to run the football.
Marcus Colston calls it in. Tackle's made, and the 1st down is picked up.
Zone defense doesn't work in the NFL like it used to. Good job by the quarterback reading that zone and finally opened out.
Cooks in the slot. 1st down at the 42. And now on the draw. That's a big-time tackle that keeps him 3 yards short of the 1st down marker.
Well, you got to have the draw play in the game or a delay. You know what that does? It fools the defense. And anytime you fool the defense, you usually get good games.
2nd and 3.
They call his number once more.
And they bring him down at the 33-yard line.
Jim, sooner or later you get these situations, you got to throw the football. As we have seen today, they keep trying to run it, but there's not much there to go.
2. Another carry here. And Montez perfect. Brings him down.
Good job by the offensive line there on 3rd and short. Even though the defense knew it was probably going to be a run, still able to get in there and barely get that first down.
Drew Brees has it under center. The give out of the eye.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Second down coming up. Split backfield here.
Brees in shotgun formation.
Intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Eyeing that left side. Jones is met at the 37. Being a go-to target, Bill, I think you would say every quarterback needs one. In fact, one just like this guy.
Well, I know this. They need one. I know they all want one. And as a wide receiver, some guys, it doesn't matter if you double team them every single play. They just have the knack and the talent to find a way to get them.
Incomplete. Looking underneath that time. Dalton's still down, so we'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. Offense lines up here. The Bengals from the 37. That's line first.
That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half. Maybe you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh. That opens up many more possibilities. What you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
A.J. Green with the catch. And the tackle is made at the 35-yard line.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this, to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
Jones lined up now as a slot receiver.
He's wide open for the grab. He's brought down.
The Bengals did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind just by a few points in the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of it. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Tackle by David Hawthorne.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. They're loaded up in a full house formation. First down and 10.
Go run it off the toss.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. Running formation here. Offense in the full house set.
Touchdown.
Just got a whole lot more interesting.
There's a nice touchdown there. He's chipping away at that lead. Try to get into the minds of the opponent when they get tight. You hear the word choke there. I think they could be choking over there on the other side. Look out.
Oh, I thought it was.
So they'll only get 6 points out of the trip.
It was a touchdown.
The Saints getting set to return the kick.
But I still got a chance to come back.
Brooks has got a chance to return this one. And tackle is made right around the 32-yard line. The Saints offense heads on to the field. Drew Brees has it under center. Jimmy Graham with the grab. And tackled at the 49-yard line.
That's a really good throw and catch. If you get the first down, Jim, that's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give
completion. Breeze with the handoff.
Reggie Nelson makes the tackle. Second down.
Breeze is going to take it from the shotgun. And knows exactly where he needs to go to pick up the first, and he's got it.
Nice catch that time by the wide receiver on the slant route. Quarterback puts it right on target.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. He's forced to the ground.
Jim, I got to take the offensive coordinator to task.
Thank everybody for coming. Don't forget to like and share. And you got new feel free to subscribe.
They don't do it, and the defense gets another sack.
The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance.
Interesting situation here for the offense. They got a lead here in the second half, but it's third and long. And we always like to say, the football is in the hands of the quarterback, so he has to be smart. If he tries to force it down the field, I do not like his chances.
Complete pass that time as he threw it short.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do this.
All we need is a field goal.
And they stop the offense that time.
The Bengals come onto the field for their next series. These guys need to make something happen on offense. The time beginning to run out. Gets about 4 yards that time.
Person to please waiting. Person to please waiting. Person to please waiting.
Hey, how you doing?
And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down. Time is running out here in the fourth, and the defense is trying to preserve this win. And Picaro nearly picked it off. 2 minutes remaining in the game. Third down coming up, needing a first at this point. This game is closing in on a finish, and the defense can make one play and basically end the game.
The Bengals just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down by a few points in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
First down, pressure on every snap now. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction. Every play is huge now. Second down on the way. Offense lines up here. Second down and 10. And Bernard is brought down.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Offense lines up here. The Bengals have it at the 34. And he's going to be tackled. That's the fourth down. The Bengals decide to take the time out here. Leaving them with only one. Crucial play here. Fourth down on the way. Campbell's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. They want to keep feeding him the football. The Bengals were a desperate team, and they had to go for it, and they had to pick up the first down in that situation.
Yeah, in situations like this, it's desperate time to go for it on fourth down. It's tough to play.
Well, we lost.
Nothing they can do. Couldn't pick up the first down.
And here we have second down. The jumbo set on the field. It's the handle here. Can't find space, and this will be a run on the play. The Bengals will call a timeout. They need every second to be preserved at this point. So now they'll bring out Morstead to punt.
Before we go, to take a beating like this, how do you come back from it?
Well, you just forget it. Athletes are resilient. That's why you're at this level.
I would like to say thank everybody for coming out today to watch this game. I will see y'all back at 5. Hope everybody had a great day. Bye, y'all.